All right, let's see what the little girl's got going for her here. Nice. Guys, welcome back. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we're going to be talking about a pretty dang neat shotgun, and one that in my mind really hasn't been covered by a lot of different places on the internet. I haven't been able to find a lot of information about this shotgun. I picked one of these up not too terribly long ago. This is a Benelli Vinci, but it is a tactical model. A lot of folks are familiar with the Vinci inertia system. It's a relatively newer design for Benelli in terms of how it operates. And this is known for being a system that's used in a lot of their more modern field guns that they're putting out, such as their bird guns and upland hunting guns. And you know, if you got a semi-auto skeet or trap gun or something like that, you're going to see the Vinci system used in a lot of those more modern guns. But they do have a law enforcement model, which is the weird thing. This is a law enforcement model, 8-shot, Vinci tactical. You can see it's got the big tube on it. They're kind of difficult to locate. You can buy them, they are out there. The prices on them are pretty reasonable compared to M4, and that's what really kind of drove me to pick one of these up, because I actually did some horse trading with my M4 recently, so I no longer own an M4, but the price of this gun is about like 800, 900 bucks cheaper than an M4. So that's pretty much going to be the first thing that people are going to compare this shotgun to is, okay, how does it stack up against an M4? Well, it's lighter for one, okay? A lot lighter. In fact, dare I say, almost fragile compared to the M4. The M4 you could throw down a staircase, you could drop off a roof. This shotgun I don't feel like is really rugged enough for super duty use. Now, patrol or something like that, or if you're just walking around, walking the property, or just as a house gun, absolutely. It's got that the Vinci inertia system, which is really smooth. It's supposed to run a wide variety of different lighter loads. I've gotten it to choke on some of the low brass stuff, but it will run some low brass. Some of the guns are just kind of picky on what they'll run. But it's got ghost ring sights, a Picatinny rail, it's got a pistol grip stock, and in a moment we'll pull it apart. One of the things about the Vinci that's cool is it's supposed to be really easy to take apart and clean. Just a couple of minor tools needed, and that's only because this is a tactical model. I have to loosen the band on it. We'll get to that in a minute. We're going to shoot it some more. And what I am going to do, because this is a tactical firearm and because this is a law enforcement model, we are going to group various buckshot rounds out of this particular gun just to see how she'll sling buckshot. The Vincis also utilize cryogenically treated barrels, okay? I'm not going to get into some big spill about it, but guys, basically the way it works, when they cryo these barrels, it's supposed to give them denser patterns because of a whole bunch of scientific crap. But it has something to do with, like, basically the basically has to do with the molecular structure of the metal and kind of making everything kind of get back into crazy mode. And by making the crystalline structure of the metal more rigid, it offers more dense patterns. I think it's supposed to provide like a 20 or 30% more dense pattern on bird shot and things like that. Let's see if that equates to anything with buckshot. I know that's not a very good explanation, but if you look it up, just look up cryo-treated barrels and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a system that is not necessarily new, but it is something they're doing, is cryo-treating these barrels, and it's supposed to give them better patterns. All right, Winchester, 9 pellet, buckshot. We're going to run 3 rounds, and we're just going to group them plate by plate and just see how they do. So what they do is they pull them barrels apart now and they put them in an old ice chest for a while and they just let them sit. And then when they come out, they done got cold and they shoot better. Real scientific explanation there. All right. All right. That's not too terrible. It's not as tight of a buckshot pattern as I would expect. I mean, we did get quite a few clusters up high around the bolt, which is kind of close to where I was aiming. A few of the pellets kind of scattered low. Looks like we kept all the pellets on the plate though at about 15 yards. And guys, when I'm talking about cryo-treated barrels, I'm not overly sure if the cryo-treating has anything to do with buckshot, slugs, more of your combat loads. It's something that is more of a bird load kind of thing. You know, because folks that buy these Vincis typically are going to buy them as field guns or taken out to the trap range or whatever. All right, this is some PMC number 4 buckshot. We're going to group this out of the Vinci. Sorry, I'm woefully unprepared here, guys. In case you can't tell, when we do these videos, we just try to have fun. We're not, you know, we're not trying to break records here. All right, that's 28 pellets of number 4 and a 1,330 feet per second, 2 3/4. This gun will chamber 3-inch shells as well. Most of the stuff we're running here is 2 3/4. All right, very smooth recoil impulse on this gun. It is lightweight, so it does kick a little bit harder than some of the other things that are out there. But man, what a great little shotgun. Okay, next one, number 4 buckshot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good pattern right there with that number 4 buck. We've done a lot of testing on number 4 buckshot, and I like it. I feel like it's a great kind of in-between. You get a lot of pellets down range, you got a fair amount of power. It looks like they pattern really well out of this gun, so that's wonderful. So we got the military buckshot, 9 pellet, double aught. We got number 4 buck. Now, we're gonna go 1 gong over, and we're gonna try 3 rounds of the Federal Flight Control 9 pellet buckshot. This is moving 1,145 feet per second. Let's try that out of the little Benelli here. We're gonna launch a few slugs with these ghost rings too before the day's out. All right. Real technical explanation here, guys. I know I'm such a professional presenter when it comes to this stuff, aren't I? Professional redneck. All right, let's see. Okay, well, it didn't run the flight control because it's low recoil. Does it say it's low recoil? Sure did not run that, did it? Let's see. Man, some nice groups down there with that 9 pellet, but we saw the gun did choke. That's not good. All right. I don't know. I mean, this is touted as being law enforcement ammunition, and this is on the website, Benelli says this is a law enforcement shotgun. Well then, I don't know, if I'm a cop and I'm going and buying some ammo, or if I'm a guy at a department and I'm ordering some ammo and it says law enforcement on the box, I don't know. Let's try again and see if that chokes up. It groups good. No dice, guys. That's not good. Not good. It groups. I mean, I'll give them that, the flight control wad. And guys, here's the thing. I'm not blaming the ammo. I'm not blaming the gun. I'm just saying this combination of gun and ammo, it is what it is. It says law enforcement on the box. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's more of a pump gun thing or what. I've never seen a semi-auto choke on this ammo. So this has to be something that's unique to the Vinci system as to why we're getting stoppages. The gun is lubricated, it's clean. It's running fairly just about everything we're putting in it. But that gives you an idea of how it will pattern this individual buckshot. I tell you what, we do have a couple of slugs that I'm pretty sure the gun will run. And I see some sodas that are hanging up down there. Why don't we just see where a few of these slugs are hitting, and then maybe we'll hit a few of these sodas. I'll tell you what, I've got 5 Bernicki Green Lightnings. All right, these are 1 1/4 ounce, and they are moving, how fast? 1,476 feet per second. Whew, boy, that's getting down. All right, we're gonna hit the sodas with the Green Lightnings, and let's just take a few of the Fiocchis here, and just for fun, let's just peg a few plates out at long range, because that's one thing I love about the about ghost ring sights on a shotgun, is the ability to plug out at slightly longer ranges. So tell you what, we got a popper down there, a couple of D28s. Let's see what we got. Sit down. All right. right in the center. Those ghost rings are dead on the money. So that's good. I haven't adjusted those at all. So it's nice to know that they'll sling a slug. All right, so as promised, green lightnings. I don't know what's gonna hurt worse, guys, my shoulder or those sodas down there. Look at that high brass. Woo, buddy. It's even zombie green for shooting zombies. All right. I hope you guys can see the fun that we're having in this video. I mean, the way that we treat a lot of these videos, guys, I mean, we're just taking a gun out that, I mean, I bought this gun. I mean, I own it. I've had it a while, I've been shooting it a bit, and I've been trying to kind of develop an opinion about it. And all this video is meant to really do is just sort of reinforce the opinion that I feel like I've kind of already developed on this gun. It's not a bad shotgun by, you know, any stretch of the imagination, but it's got to be dead nuts reliable. If it's going to be home defense or if it's going to be a tactical situation, if they're going to call this gun a tactical shotgun, it needs to run everything you can put in it, and it needs to do it reliably. And we've already seen some stoppages, and that's definitely not good. All right, now I know it ain't gonna choke on these because these rounds right here got some steam behind them. All right, we're gonna hit some sodas just because we're feeling malicious here. And then we're gonna pull the gun apart, show you how it's disassembled. And then there were none. Well, it's gonna run that, I can promise you that. You're gonna run those green lightnings out of this thing. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll just quickly, and I know I'm yelling because I got ear pro on. I'm gonna pull the ear pro off. And what we're gonna do, I know this thing's kind of hot, is we are going to, and look at that mag tube is sticking out, and those gases are burning that mag tube a bit. Oh well. I don't know if that's something they intended or what, but I mean, this is a factory Benelli shotgun, guys. I mean, all right, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna grab a screwdriver and we're just gonna loosen this barrel clamp just to make it a little bit easier here. This is an additional step that would be unique to the tactical model, is to pull your band off of there. And then what we're gonna do to disassemble this, now that's an extra step that you have to take because this is a tactical and it's got the band there holding the bigger tube on. But other than that, this process is about the same for taking apart any Vinci shotgun. Basically, you've got a little button right here and it's super easy. You just kind of put a little bit of pressure downward, push it in, rotate. All right, you'll expose the white dot, leave a little bit of pressure down like this, and the whole fore-end comes off with the trigger pack in it, with the magazine tube. All right, so that's pretty convenient. Now to get the, and I'm not gonna do it here, but to get the trigger group out, it's really simple. All it is just one pin, holds it in. Push that pin out, the whole trigger pack comes out in one kind of homogeneous unit. That makes cleaning, servicing, disassembly super easy. So very, very easy takedown. We're gonna set the fore-end off to the side. We're not gonna try to disassemble the whole thing here, obviously, because we're in the field. All right, and then to remove the bolt and barrel assembly, basically just grab it in your hand, twist it towards you, like this, a quarter turn, and it just pops apart. All right, I'm not gonna pull the bolt out, but you can see that the bolt is just captured. Once the bolt goes rearward to this point, you just pull the charging handle out and the whole bolt assembly comes out. So very, very, very easy cleaning. This is an 18-inch barrel gun. But you know, a lot of the field Vincis are like 24-inch, 26-inch. You can get them in some of the longer barrel lengths. This is a tactical shotgun because it's black. It's tactical, okay? All right, so again, starting in the quarter clockwise position, you're gonna line the white dot up with the ridge in the top of the receiver. Twist. It's gonna take some force, especially when they're kind of newer. Twist until it lines back up. It'll come to a stop in line with the ridges on top of the receiver. Okay, and then to get the fore-end back on, it's gonna require a little bit of kind of playing around. Get your mouth right there, hold your mouth right. To basically just put it back on there, line it up, squeeze it and compress it. Grab the magazine tube from the top, about like this. Pull down with an obscene amount of force, twist. The gun is back together. And then obviously the additional step, we'll replace our clamp on there. Let's see, we got the fat side goes down like this. We'll just slide that over there. Okay, turn this back over. That lined up. And we'll just tighten this screw back down. So just one additional step on the disassembly with the tactical version of the shotgun. I'm going to put my ear pro back on, guys. All right, functions test. Make sure she's good. Good. All right. Those slugs really did a number on those sodas. I have a slug in a minute that we're going to play with that is going to really put the slap down on some stuff. All right, a couple of more rounds here, and then I think you guys get the point. Let's try some of these bird loads here, just see what she can do. I think you guys kind of get the point. We just kind of want to have some fun with this. And like I said, when it comes to the bird loads on this particular gun, that's one area where other tactical shotguns might have a slightly difficult time, is when it comes to running lighter field loads. A lot of your combat guns are made to run combat loads, high brass, buckshot, slugs, and things like that. The Vinci, because of the inertia system and the way it operates, is supposed to be, now I said supposed to be, a little bit more forgiving of various ammo types. We saw that we got some stoppages out of the Federal Buckshot. I don't know if maybe that's just a little bit light, because we're only talking 1,145 feet per second, so that might be a little bit on the light side. But anyway, might help if I actually put the round in the chamber. All right. This ammo that we're running here is running 1365. So see, it's got a little bit more speed, a little bit more weight. Let's see how this runs. Yeah. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. I don't have much of that left. Tell you what, I do have some more of this low brass Rio. This stuff is not terribly hot. This ammo here is getting down at about 1280, okay? So 1280 feet per second, 7.5 bird loads. So this would be kind of the equivalent of something you'd run in a 3-gun match. If you're shooting 3-gun, you need to clear a plate rack. Let's run some of this and see how it does. So that's another thing to think about. I mean, folks that buy a shotgun like this, they might also be considering 3-gun or things like that, competitive shooting, so not just tactical. When they say that something's tactical, it doesn't necessarily mean just law enforcement. Although Benelli will not sell this gun to somebody unless in law enforcement, which is dumb. But that's not the law, that's just their standard. Okay. You can decide how you want to spend your money there, you know what I mean? Kind of getting into that territory. I mean, I personally wouldn't want to buy a gun from a company that want to sell them to civilians. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to run this kind of fast. Okay, I outrun the trigger on that. Let me slow down. Not bad. All right. We're going to get on to something with a little bit more fleshy consistency, and I've got a gnarly slug I want to show you. Let's shoot it and see if we can stop it, have a little fun. All right, guys, one last thing with the Benelli Vinci. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We got a duplex broadhead Hexalite 32 slug. This is a awesome 1 1/8 ounce slug. We're going to cry over some spilt milk here. We're going to see if we can't stop it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Oh man, I got milk all over me. It's all over the camera. Oh, this was such a bad idea. Why did I do this? All right, let's see what's happening down there. There comes a time in every person's life when you have to kind of stand back and sort out your priorities and what's important to you in life. And I just realized that I'm an adult sitting on the ground with a shotgun and getting sprayed with milk. Shooting milk with a shotgun. That's what my life, that is the culmination of my life's work right there. If I die today, I'll be known as the guy that got sprayed with milk. That's pretty cool. So, oh man, not the milk. Look at that. All right. All right, we're gonna have a look at what happened. Yeah, that's gonna leave a mark. All right, the slug looks like it embedded in the handle of this jug right here. It went through 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, it was 5. Went through 4 jugs and stuck in the handle with a 5th one. And we got a piece of jug material punched through like a little gasket there. It didn't really stay together. I thought these things were supposed to open up like a little claw, but it doesn't appear to have done that. And I doubt yeah, this is just milk here. Ooh. Oh, what a waste. That was a bad idea. That's a series of bad ideas, guys. That was the first jug. I mean, you can see just the visceral amount of energy that released there in that front milk jug. And it didn't wind up going through any of the water jugs. There's a piece of the wad right there. We only recovered one of the petals. It looks like they're separated. All in all, not bad. Pretty cool slug. I'd like to see it stay together, but guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. We appreciate all of you. We hope you enjoyed it. I wish that Benelli Vinci would run, you know, some of the low brass stuff a little bit better. That's kind of disappointing that it's not running the lighter Buckshot either. Leaves a little bit of a concern on my part there. I'm going to have to look into that. But guys, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.